Hello, my name is Janine Silva. I am from Palm Beach County, Florida, and after 18 years at the same school, I just made a big move to a new school. I am now an ESOL teacher at Belvedere Elementary School. I have been happily married for the last 17 years. I have one daughter, Janina, who is 17, and a son, Diego, who is 11. As a family, we like to get out and do things. We enjoy camping and traveling. We went to Washington, D.C. this past winter and Peru 2 summers ago. Some of the things I enjoy doing are meeting authors. I recently got to meet Chelsea Clinton when she was promoting her new book, She Persisted: Women Who Changed the World. And I also enjoy street painting. Over the last 13 years, I have done pieces by myself and with students. Currently, I am entering my 19th year of teaching. I have had various positions over those years. Most of my professional background relates to reading interventions. I was a K-2 initiative teacher. As a K-2 initiative teacher, I work with small groups of students in grades K-2, reinforcing basic skills. I was a Reading First coach. As the Reading First coach, I assisted teachers to provide effective instruction, ensured assessments were administered, and that the data was used to drive instruction. I was a supplemental academic instruction teacher, or SAI teacher. As the SAI teacher, I work with small groups of struggling students in grades 2 through 4, providing interventions. I was an ESOL teacher in Contact. Not only did I have to make sure all the compliance requirements for the ESOL program were completed, that was a lot of paperwork. I was also responsible for collaboratively teaching in the ELA classrooms that had ESOL students, as well as providing interventions for the struggling ESOL students. Now, I am only an ESOL teacher, and I am so excited about that. I can focus my time on planning for the collaborative teaching with the ELA teachers and providing effective interventions without having to do a lot of compliance paperwork. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to provide Wilson instruction to students with fidelity at a school site. The time needed becomes a major roadblock to providing the amount of instruction the students need. Even though we did not get to many lessons, I have seen growth in the students with which I did get to work. My expectations for this course and for the graduate certificate are to be exposed to information that is research-based and current so that I have a thorough understanding of dyslexia. I would like to be as up-to-date as possible. My second expectation is to develop a better understanding of dyslexia and how it relates to reading development and other possible reading difficulties. Each child is different and must be recognized for their strengths and taught to improve on their areas of weakness. My final expectation is to know what is necessary to be an effective teacher that can diagnose and properly teach students with dyslexia. What do I expect to get out of my participation? I expect to become a more confident and competent teacher, as well as an informed advocate for students with dyslexia. What expertise do I plan to acquire? I plan to acquire expertise in what dyslexia is and what it is not, how it is diagnosed, and how students with dyslexia are taught best. Also, I would like to acquire expertise in the federal and state laws that pertain to dyslexia, so I can support movements to get dyslexia recognized at the state and district level. What benefits do I expect from my learning? From my learning, I expect to gain the knowledge about dyslexia that can help me help students. For my community, I feel that if I share what I learn about dyslexia with my fellow teachers, I will hopefully increase the number of educators involved in the push for new policies about dyslexia. Additionally, I hope to help the parents of my students understand why their child has difficulty reading, and it's not just because their child is dumb or lazy. My goals for this course are to: number 1, define dyslexia. Number 2, explain the most widely recognized theories of reading development and dyslexia. Number 3, identify the historical milestones in the development of the field of learning disabilities and dyslexia. Number 4, identify the distinguishing characteristics of dyslexia and the specific difficulties most typically experienced by students with dyslexia. Number 5, distinguish the differences and similarities between dyslexia and other learning disabilities.